What's happening, guys? Hope we're good. So I'm just out for breakfast at the moment. I thought I'd hop on and just state the obvious. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be better. I think in this day and age, so many people put all of their fucks, right? You've got a fuck basket. They put all of their fucks in the basket of other people's opinions. And everyone's going to have an opinion, whether you make it in life, you have an amazing physique, amazing mindset, you start dating the girl that you want, you don't get the house, you travel, you start the business. Everyone's going to have an opinion on whatever you do, right? And this is where you have to really remove yourself from other people's wants and needs, right? Everyone's got a thought process about what society deems as successful, right? You get the house, you get the car, you get the missus, it's a 6 out of 10, semi-detached house, you drive a BMW or something, not the best one, not the worst one, just an okay one. You go out 2 or 3 times a month, spend £200 on a night out to impress the boys, doing your wee shots and your beers. You wear like a wee Represent Essentials t-shirt, whatever it is, to fit in. And then you go your holidays once or twice a year. You go to Spain, Costa del Sol, you go to Tenerife, whatever. And it's an okay life. I'm not saying it's bad, but I know for a fact if you want to take it to the top, you have to not give a fuck what anyone else thinks. One of the biggest driving factors for me, and this happened a couple of years ago, and I was journaling, right? I was writing down what I really want, and one of the things that was stopping me from really setting targets and goals, which truly inspired me, was the fact that I was putting my goals in the power of someone else's mind. I was thinking, but what would they think if I achieved this? What would they want if they were in my shoes? What would they do if they were in my circumstances? But you've heard this quote many times before, but everyone's got an opinion, but everyone has an asshole. Sometimes they smell like shit. So you can't base your own success, you can't base your own life's mission, values, purpose based upon someone else's wants, needs and desires. And when you can separate yourself, super noisy here guys, but when you can separate yourself from what other people want, and you can become a category of one, like you're in this camp over here, category of one, then you can start living life in your own terms, because you're not basing your own value, you're not basing your own personal success, you're not validating yourself off someone else's opinions, you're validating yourself based upon what you truly want, not need, but want. One thing I've always wanted is location freedom, time freedom, financial freedom. To an extent, I'm not fully there yet. I'm working really hard to do so. Making the right investments, building the right business, having the right team, etc. But being in Bali, being in Dubai, being able to grab a flight when I want, catch flights, not feelings. Have the physique I've always wanted. It's still a work in progress. Everything I'm doing is a work in progress, but every single day I'm positioning myself closer towards what my destiny could and should feel like, because I'm very, very, very clear on this, right? And one of the biggest pivotal changes for me was to create the alchemy of self, right? Which is about creating the level 10 you. If you want to grab a copy of this, hit me up below. I'll leave maybe a link for Google Drive and you can grab that. But the alchemy of self was so essential. This would be creating the level 10 version of me, where I knew exactly who I am, what I wanted, where I was going, what success looks like, feels like, how I dress, how I eat, how I train, the conversations I have, the people I surround myself with. I got extremely granular with every little detail and facet about the life Lewis in the future was going to live. And if you don't have that, guess what's going to happen? Your internal GPS system is almost like a sat nav towards your goals, will be misaligned. You're never going to be crystal clear on exactly where you're heading. And it's like, you might know there's a nail in the coffin to hit, but you're using the wrong tool. Instead of using a hammer and having one strike and boom, nailing it, you're using a hot dog and making a fucking mess of it, So there's gotta be a time in your life where you assess how much are you making, how's your physique, how's your health, how's your happiness, fulfillment, relationships, A lot of you guys may be making between 2k and 5k a month, incredible. I would be taking 20 to 30% of that outgoing, or sorry, that intake every month into a little sludge fund and accruing it and accruing it and accruing it. Every time you get a quarterly percentage gain, invest 30% of that back into, let's say, crypto, stocks and shares, and then build a third party nest egg on top of your savings and your income, and let that grow and let that flywheel. And then whatever you're good at in life, what I would recommend you do, let's say you've got in shape, you've lost some weight, you've improved your mindset, you've got over drinking, drugs, alcohol, I would be creating a mini product or course on that and then selling that for, again, another third party stream of income, a side hustle. And over time, if you start having these little nest eggs, different banks, different whatnot is growing and building, you slowly get to financial freedom. When you have the financial freedom to an extent, you've still got your regular job, you can maybe go part-time, you can be subcontractors, you can maybe do online work, you can maybe work remotely, then you can get the location freedom. And you've got to think, when you start having the time, the location, you can really hone in the physical. But the physical, right, what comes first, the chicken or the egg? None of this stuff that I'm speaking about is ever going to happen unless you've got enough self-worth installed in you, which is going to come through essentially building the best you, mind, body, physique, lifestyle, all of this kind of stuff. So you've got to put all your eggs into one basket. You really do. There's no plan B. You've got to think, right, how can I create the most valuable version of myself? Give that back to the world. Look at myself every day and be proud of the actions I've taken. Have different streams of income that are supporting the life that I truly want to live. Be what I want to be in the environment and the networks that are going to support my growth. And then you have this flywheel, this culture, because you've created this identity, you've created this outcome, this pursuit, and you know exactly how you're going to get there. So, guys, it's simple when you say it, but the hard work that comes before it is where the true gold is found, because it's the process, not the outcome. I'm not where I want to be yet, far from it, but I tell you what, every single day I'm working relentlessly to move the needle forward, help as many guys. See if I save 10,000 guys, 1 million guys, and transform them into the best version of them. Guess what? If I save 1 million people, I'll be a millionaire. If I do 1 million workouts, I'll have $1 million physique. If I win 1 million days, if there's even that many days in a lifetime, I will have a good life. And it's literally just about stacking those 1% changes and gains every single day over time. And that's how you want it life. So guys, bit of a weird one. Hopefully you could hear me. I'm gonna dine into some breakfast and I'll see you on the flip side. If you like the content, hit me up on Instagram, Lewis McFarlane Coaching. Follow the daily habits, and let's grow, guys. Let's win as a team, and let's fucking send it.